All right, welcome to Unit 3 of Word, your last unit for Word. This is another really important tutorial having to do with formatting a research paper, inserting headers and footers, editing images a little bit more, inserting footnotes. Something real important when you start typing and editing reports, you got your citations and then a works cited page and stuff like that. So for this first video, we're going to do working with themes and inserting a table and just a little bit of formatting a table. So here's your data file folder that you should have had downloaded. We are going to open up number 1 document. We have a couple images saved in that folder for later. I'm going to choose a different theme than going off of the book since it's updated. There's a couple different options and they don't have the same. So I'm going to choose something very similar. Let's go with, on the design tab, the facet theme, if that's how you say it. We're going to go ahead and click on that. And first thing we got to do, file save as. Forgot to save it. Let's save back to our Unit 3 data files folder, and instead of 1, we are going to save this as Going Green Report. This report is all about making things greener, so why not give it a green theme? Alright, so after we save, let's go ahead and go back to the Home tab and click the non-printing characters button. And this is something not necessary. If you have multiple pages, I can see where we would do this, but we're going to just do it because that's kind of along with the book as well. We're going to go all the way up top to book view, and then sidebar, and then thumbnail. So say we had 10 pages. This is so much easier to navigate when you have your pages right here and you can click on whatever page in the thumbnail here. Some of the times I may ask that in the directions, but for the most part I kind of cut it out for your future assignments. Just keep that in mind. If you have a lot of pages, viewing a thumbnail is kind of makes it a little bit easier. So we're going to scroll so the last line of page 3 is visible. So click on page 3 and scroll down, and it says the last line here, and we are going to actually insert a table. Let's see. I feel like this is off. It is. We are going to actually create one right there. So make sure we're on page 4. That was my fault. I put a return there so we didn't have to break anything up. So go ahead and click on page 4 and that blank line above Outdoor Designs Vision. Alright, we are going to go to the Insert tab. Right below the Insert tab is Table. If we have enough columns and rows to fill, we can just choose this. Otherwise, sometimes you have to go to Insert Table. So we are going to choose the third square in the third row. So basically we're going to start with a 3 by 3. So over 3, down square. Third square in the third row. Alright, so there's our table. We're going to fill in this table here a little bit. If we ever need anything new added, you always just hit the tab key. So arrow or hit tab. So go ahead and just type what I'm typing here. Shh, get out. And then if we need to add anything new, again, we can just keep hitting the tab key. So we're going to add one more row below this. So go ahead and hit tab and type in our new row of records. Get out, get out, get out. Okay. After we type this last cell here, we're going to click any cell. So now we're going to do a little bit of editing. Would you quick save for me? Command S. We're going to just do some editing, deleting, adding columns, rows, and so on. Click any cell on the second row of the table. So we are right here in the second row. Notice when we insert a table, we have a table design tab and then a layout tab. So while we're in the second row, we are going to be on the actual layout tab, and this is the table layout tab to be specific. So we are in the second row, and we are going to click the below button. So right here, I'm just going to quick show you. We could delete multiple options, and we can add above, below, and if you hold your cursor and you can see the arrows, we have insert the column to the left and then right. So once again, in the second row, we are going to click below. So now we have a new third row that we are going to type. Alright, so now after we added information in that last cell, we are clicked in the third column, and I want to create actually another column with a new category here. So with my insertion point still in the cell that I just typed, I am going to hold my cursor over where it says insert column to the left, and I am going to click, and now I have a new third column. And this is where, you know, it gets a little skinnier, and so something just went to the second row there in that fourth or that fifth row, but we are going to edit everything. So with my column 3, I am going to fill in the information. Whoops, that's my fault. Instead of hitting tab, I'm going to hit the down arrow. So now we are filling in everyone's position here. Oh, I think I messed up. I did. Let's just highlight and drag. Can we not do that anymore? Alright, I'm going to Command X, and I'm going to click in this row, Command V. There we go. This is supposed to say position. That's my fault. Position director, senior manager, director again, and vice president. Alright, so that's just a little bit of adding. We're going to delete one row. Click any cell in the third row that begins with the reducing waste. I like to make it easy and just click far enough left so it highlights the entire row. Make sure we're back on the layout tab if any changes were made there, and go ahead and click the delete button, and we are going to actually delete that entire row, so no more reducing waste. Alright, go ahead and Command S, and we'll be back with video 2.